Quick recap. We just survived 1,000 days in Minecraft Hardcore, and I spent that time building up what I call my starter city. But with that project finished, what's next? Well, I have a ton of different ideas for mega projects in this world. There's just one tiny little problem. I'm gonna need a lot more blocks. So today I'm gonna build some of Minecraft's craziest, most game-breaking farms in order to launch myself into the late game, all in Minecraft Hardcore. The first farm we need is a tree farm. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, haven't I already built a tree farm? Well, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. It's completely broken. So I'm just gonna tear the whole thing down. The new tree farm design I found is by a guy named Ep.7, and not only is it way faster, but it's also way easier to build. I mean, look how few resources it needs. Let's go ahead and try to find a spot in our world to build this. I'm gonna try to build it far away because I don't really want this ugly farm near my spawn. I'm thinking just flying a ways over here, and probably just this area where I was farming trees before will be good. I honestly can't believe tree farms are this easy now. I mean, this only took me like a half an hour. And that should be the tree farm finished. I'm just a tiny little bit scared though, because we cannot be using a totem during this, because we have to have saplings in our offhands, which means we're going to be dealing with TNT without a totem. I really don't want to blow up today. Here comes the TNT, and perfect. Just like that, we've got a stream of TNT going. Now if we place this, and now I can just sit back, relax, and let all the spruce logs I'll ever need flow right in. Alright, I used the farm for about 10 minutes. Let's see. Whoa, this farm is extremely good, especially seeing as I only used it for like 10 minutes. That's our first farm checked off the list. It is extremely ugly though. I would use it more. The only small problem is we're completely out of bones and also gunpowder. Look, I only have 4 rockets left. I think we need to build a mob farm. Overall, they're pretty simple. They just require a ton of slabs, which we can craft right now because we have plenty of blocks. Let's put a totem back in our hand and head over to the ocean so we can start building this mega mob farm. Alright, 1 layer down, only 12 more to go. This is gonna take a little while, isn't it? Once I got into the flow, I was able to finish this farm in a little over an hour, so not too bad. All the mobs get pushed down here, into the water below, and they all drop down here. Now we've just got to AFK here for a while, and I've got to think about what we're gonna do next. And as I sat there AFK, I started to realize my biggest fear for this hardcore world was coming true. When I started this world 6 months ago, I made it my goal to make an interconnected world that tells a story. And right now, the world is starting to become something I never wanted it to. A world full of ugly, scattered farms. Like this farm, and the tree farm. I think I know what I need to do, but it's not really gonna be easy. I'm gonna try to build something around this huge tree farm. I have no idea even where to start here. I think I'm gonna start by terraforming the area a little bit. Try to raise up the ground just a tiny bit. Hopefully it'll make it easier. So I've done quite a bit of terraforming here, which I think is going to make the build look a lot better. However, I've somehow got to figure out how I'm going to make a build this tall look good. This is going to be a bit difficult. Let's grab some red wool and just start pillaring up and see what we can do. Here's the layout I have right now, and if I'm actually going to do this, this is going to take so much time, but I think I have to. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. If I had known this build was going to take me 5 hours, that was a way bigger project than I expected, but I think it turned out so good, and it was definitely worth it. I do kind of see a face up there, though. Anyways, this was a great way to cover up this tree farm. I have spent hours and hours detailing this entire thing and making it a really cool part of our world. And I really like the idea of people coming across this huge ancient shrine thing, this ancient monolith thing, just walking through my world. And just like that, we were able to bring life to an otherwise lifeless and dead area of our world. And I'm so proud. And this has got to be one of my favorite builds on the entire world. It's safe to say though, I'm a little bit sick of building for now, so I want to build another farm. And I think I want to farm a block that I've never really used in survival or hardcore Minecraft. That's the frog lake, because it's kind of tricky to get. I've spent the last little while gathering resources, and I think all of this stuff should be good. I'm using a tutorial from Legendcraft, which makes some of the best tutorials on YouTube. But the first step is to go to the nether roof, which thankfully, I already have a portal for. There's 2 steps to this farm. One is pretty easy, which is actually just building the farm. The hard part's going to be getting 3 different types of frogs into this farm, but that sounds like a future problem. Let's build this farm. So the first half of the farm is already done, which means we need to go and get the 3 types of frogs. There are green frogs, orange frogs, and white frogs. And each one, when it eats a magma cube, will drop a different frog light. And each one of those frogs can only be born in a certain biome. And it's kind of confusing. But basically, I've marked down the coordinates of 3 different biomes, and we need to make a portal to each one of them. The first one here is to a snowy biome. And the third one is to a swamp, which is exactly where we're gonna go first. And of course it's wait a minute. I forgot slime balls and a bed. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. And quick update. So far I've found 2 orange ones and 2 of the gray ones. I've also gotten 2 of them to breed. We can get 2 more of them to breed right now. Oh, hopefully one of them will head towards the water. I'm gonna go ahead and craft a fence post up here to put these guys on. Hopefully. Yep, there we go. But it looks like these tadpoles have grown. So we're gonna try to pick these up. There we go. And let's head back in here one more time and see if we can't find one more frog. Here's one right away. Let's take him back. We have all the gray and orange frogs we need. Now I've just got to wait for this guy to grow and we can get out of this swamp. 5 minutes in, this thing still hasn't hatched. It's taking so long. Oh yes, they finally hatched. Perfect. And along with these guys, oh no, don't grab these. You thought this was over? No, we still have one more type of frog to collect, and it's over in that portal right over there. The snowy green frog. Let's head there now. Alright, we're on the surface, but of course it's the middle of the night. But I think this body of water over here should be the perfect place to grow up all of our tadpoles, just like this. I've grown 4 of these green frogs, so now we just need to take these back to the nether with us and bring them over to the farm. And just like that, our army of frogs is ready. We're back in the machine. Let's get all of these frogs up here and into the system. Oh no, one of them just died. Should I go back for it? Actually, I have some extra tadpoles, so I'll probably just replace him. Wow, just in the time of me pillaring up to the AFK spot, we've already collected so much of this stuff. And we got some sort of achievement for it too. I'm gonna collect all of this that we have so far, and then head up there and AFK for maybe an hour, and see if we can fill up all these chests with frog lights. I just ran the farm for about 40 minutes or so, and I think it's time to check on our profits over here. Let's see, and yeah, look at all of these frog lights. This is perfect. I don't think we'll ever even use all of these, but I mean, it's great to have them. Another block that's pretty hard to get is actually copper. So I want to build a copper farm. The only way to automatically farm copper is by killing drowns, which have a small chance of dropping copper. But there's just one thing. I'm not going to build this in the ocean. Nope. We're building it in the end dimension. That's right, and I'll try to explain. This is another one of ENX04's crazy farms, where he's exploiting a feature of zombies and drown spawning reinforcements in the end in order to spawn so many of them, which is going to give us a ton of copper. This is all I need for the farm, and just wait to see how efficient it is. And I'm actually a little bit worried. I'm worried that this farm might be so good, it may completely break my game. Let's build it and just hope that does not happen. I'm like 90% sure the farm should be working now. I think it's working, because I hear more coming. My game just crashed. This isn't exactly ideal. Okay. This better load. And my computer completely crashed right there, and I genuinely thought the world was gone forever. Thankfully, I was able to go in at a solid 1 FPS and use my netherite sword to slowly kill off all of the drowned. What did we learn here? Don't make farms with even a potential to lag out my world. I don't know what I'd do if I lost this world. After that experience, I guess, I really need to build a simpler farm now to calm down. And I think I'm going to build a glow lichen farm, because I really want to use glow lichen more in my builds. I just don't have any. So I think this room in here of this house might be big enough. Or actually, I know a room that'd be big enough somewhere inside of this castle that I never finished the inside of. Let's build it in here, maybe? Maybe it'll fit in this section back here. This would be perfect. This simple little farm should be done. So let's go ahead and press this lever. Hop down here. And we should get quite a bit of glow lichen pretty fast. That is a lot of glow lichen in like under a minute. So I don't think we'll really ever have to use that farm ever again. But let's go detail our world with this just a little bit. I've been investigating this portal a tiny bit, and it seems like some little cracks are starting to open up in it. I wonder if it'll ever reopen. I sure hope so. I really want to find out why this appeared here, and where does it really go? I barely even remember. There are still a few more bigger farms we need to build, like a bamboo farm. The reason I need a bamboo farm is because Minecraft 1.20 is not too far away as far as I'm aware, and that adds a lot of new blocks you can craft with bamboo, so why not be prepared and build one now? These are all the blocks I should need, so let's go ahead and build this thing. I have a perfect location just around here in the forest, so hopefully we can hide it a little bit with some trees. This farm didn't actually take too long, and it's going to produce us more bamboo than we're definitely ever going to need. I'm probably going to use this as a fuel source eventually, but of course, don't forget, Minecraft's getting so many new uses for bamboo soon, so this farm is going to be very, very useful. And with that, we've just about completed every single farm we're going to need for this world, which means now I can take on some of my biggest projects ever. Thank you guys so much for all the support this year, and I can't wait for next year, where we're going to have some of my craziest projects ever. Make sure you subscribe, because you have no idea what's coming next.